guess it's not that unusual to have these August hurricanes.
No,
And not the first Aaron.
No,
I didn't realize that.
Very impressive. And I remember covering Ida, and I also remember covering Harvey, and it's incredible just how in different parts of the Atlantic basin, whether it's the Gulf of Mexico or the Atlantic, you know, you just never know where that storm's going to go. And then you have all those other influencers, like the Bermuda High here is what's saving us and helping it, you know, go off to the northeast.
Good thing Aaron won't be making landfall this
Yes,
time.
but you can see how big this storm is. I mean, yes, it's a Category 2, but when you think Category 4, 5, they can just be as big as a smaller number and not a major hurricane. But the problem is going to be, as you can see, these offshore winds wrapping around, coming ashore, and that's what's going to bring those very large waves to the coast and pretty devastating beach erosion to some spots that aren't prepared. And you can see we're going to have impacts all the way up the coast, even though the majority of the watches and warnings are from Cape May through down the Chesapeake Bay as you go into the Outer Banks. But here's where Aaron's track would take it, holding on to a Category 2 storm for just a little bit longer as it quickly gets pulled away. Now, closer to home, though, we are going to be seeing some changes in the forecast. Bus stop forecast this morning, mostly cloudy, maybe a little bit more sun, but the better chances for sun will come later into the afternoon. But our impact forecast here this morning is going to be for cool and breezy weather. If you've already stepped outside, it's so refreshing. You have a little bit of a breeze, a little bit of a chill. If you haven't, if you're a freeze baby, you might need a little bit of a jacket, but we'll really need our jackets next week, as I'll show you in just a bit. But today, a little bit warmer than yesterday. We will see some more sun. I know these icons are holding on to those clouds, but as I'll show you in the future cast, it does look like we'll get a break. Now, humidity will still be lingering, although not as uncomfortable. And then we really, by the end of this weekend, with our next front that comes through, we'll notice the difference significantly. So if you've been wanting to mow your lawn, Saturday watching some spotty showers, but other than that, though, it's looking really good the next couple of days. So let me walk you through the hour by hour really quickly. Again, you can see little bits of green here and there, just like yesterday. These would be spotty showers and sprinkles all across the region. But here's 5 o'clock, and you can see a lot of these clouds are expected to move out. But what the big change is going to be for us is all of that warm air that builds in the next couple of days. As this next system comes in, it's going to bring some pretty chilly air from Canada. But starting on Sunday and going into next week, we are looking at seeing changes in the forecast that are going to stay with us, with temperatures that are going to be pretty significant below normal. Below normal, 84 is our normal high for us this time of year, so we're going to be in the 70s, but also looking like we'll stay dry going into most of next week. And you can see that reflected here in my 7-day forecast. We have 87 on Saturday. That'll be probably the warmest day of the weekend. Could see some spotty showers and storms as that front comes through. But that front is packing a punch, as I showed you behind it. Some very chilly air. We will be down in the mid to low 70s for highs. And Bree, overnight temperatures could be in the upper 40s for some of our most rural spots.
I know.